This man was sentenced to life in prison in 1982. In 2008, he was released after new DNA evidence proved that Stephen Phillips was innocent. He was given $6 million by the government as an apology for keeping him in a cell for 26 years. Stephen was married in 1982 when he went to prison, and his wife divorced him shortly after. But when she found out he had been given $6 million, she immediately sued him to try to get half that money for herself. I can't even begin to imagine the heartbreak Stephen must have experienced. First, to spend 26 years behind bars for a crime you didn't commit. Then to have the woman you love divorce you, only to come back in your life decades later to try to get money out of you. That's so messed up. Thankfully, the judge ruled in Stephen's favor, and his now ex-wife was to be given precisely $0. Stephen was asked about the situation by reporters, and he only had one sentence to say: when the cheese is on the table, that's when the rats come out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I feel the divide between men and women is always going to be apart. Because this is the type of video that makes a man want to say, women ain't shit, right? And I'm not saying that from the perspective of me honestly believing that women in general in their totality ain't shit, but it just goes to show why a lot of guys are choosing to avoid marriage at all costs, right? How is it that I get arrested for something that I didn't do? I'm an innocent man. I get rewarded for sitting in jail for something that I didn't do. After you've already divorced me, you have the audacity to try to sue me after we're no longer together to try to come and take my money from me that I was just awarded, right? You tried to get some of the money after you already left me and said, fuck you, this is what they said about you. Oh, I'm gonna believe it. So I'm gonna divorce you. I'm gonna go on and live my life. I gets the monies, me being the man that was arrested, and you have the audacity to try to come and take it from me or try to come get half of it. That mindset alone makes people feel like the people around them really ain't shit. And like he said at the end of the video, man, he said when the cheese come out, that's when the rats come out, something to that effect. But it's so real. Why do you think if I ever won the lottery, I would never tell anybody that I won the lottery? I think the only person, I would have to tell my, man, I really don't have to tell my wife, but I would because I trust her enough and we've already talked about it before. But you know, money changed people, right? Like there's certain people that you can't hide it from. I live with my wife, so that's why I couldn't hide it from her even if I wanted to. But heaven forbid, I really come into some money or I'll really start getting it in, and I do plan to stack up. That's not the case, neither here nor there. But I come into money of any kind, lottery or whatever. The people that are going to be trying to poke and prod and take away from you is going to be astronomical. People you haven't talked to in years, decades. Oh, what's up, big bro? Oh, what's up, little homie? Yeah, man, it's good to see you, man. You looking good, right? Yeah, man. When the last time I see you, man? You were this big when I see you. Or, man, I ain't seen you since we was in high school. They gonna have that conversation with you. Try to talk your ass up. Be like, yo, big bro. Little homie. Yo, let me hold something, man. I know you got it, right? Because the minute they know you got it, everybody gonna have their hands in your pockets. And that sucks. And I hate the fact that it pits, in this particular context, in this particular video, I hate the fact that it pits women against men in the separation and the divide, and it further deters people from marriage and shit and stuff like that, because your spouse, whether she's your ex or whatever the fuck, is still gonna be trying to have her hands in your pocket, even if she didn't stay down with you those 12 plus years or so that you were locked up or whatever the fuck, but now she thinks that she's entitled to your bread. If that wouldn't piss me off, man, I don't know what would, right? Because it'd be different if I did it, right? It'd be actually different if I did it. But I was wrongfully convicted, right? You didn't come back. You didn't say, sorry, I didn't believe you. No apologies or anything. You just heard I was getting some monies, and you had the audacity to try to get your piece of something you didn't deserve. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that a guy wouldn't do it too, but chances are he wouldn't do it. Because let's be honest, these girls ain't getting locked up like that. A. And B, they're not being locked up for things that they didn't do. Because trust me, the courts will likely believe the woman before they believe the man, i.e. the reason this man was probably protesting his innocence to the T but I don't know if he didn't have enough evidence to prove his innocence or whatever it was, or vice versa, whatever. So we ended up having to take the charge or take the L until, he was able to be proven innocent. So all the time, effort, and all the shit spent locked down and trying to prove my innocence, I gets mine because they owe me that shit because you locked me up for no reason, but you think that you gonna have your hands in my pockets? Like we still married or something? Bruh. Pimp hand strong sometimes, man. Pimp hand is strong sometimes. And if I could reach through a phone or if I could reach through a lawyer, it'd be a different story because that's not the way it's supposed to be. And like I said, it sucks that this is now going to be another feather in the cap for guys who are quote unquote anti-marriage, because you would hope that your significant other would be there to hold you down at least. Be in your corner and trust and believe that if you say you ain't do some shit, you ain't do some shit, right? But sometimes that's just the way that it is. And in this particular video, I found it to be unfortunate, but hey, you want to know why guys are just sticking to themselves, being alone and not wanting to entertain women and stuff like that? And if they do, it's only on a casual basis only. Exhibit A. Because they feel like any woman that they marry is going to have their hands in their pockets at all times. Not so much from me being the provider or me being, in charge and managing money and doing whatever it is and taking care of me and mine, but even after you say, fuck it, we done, you still think that it's my job to take care of your ass, right? It just becomes a situation that no man should ever have to go through, right? Because you think about it, man, I don't know if you got feelings. I feel like I got feelings. Sometimes I feel like I don't have feelings because I really don't care about a lot of shit. But every now and again, right, if you go through something, right, and you go through it, but nobody there to rock with you or some shit, you be like, damn, all these people that I rock with, all these people that I helped, all these people that I was, good to, when I need them, ain't nobody around, right? Don't tell me that shit wouldn't hurt. So you supposed to be my wife, my significant other, my spouse, whatever it is you want to call me. You want to be my partner, whatever the fuck. You supposed to be that. But you couldn't stay 10 toes down and believe in me. You had to go. Now it'd be different if he told her ass to leave. Like, look, don't wait for me. I understand this is something I did. Go on, live your life. Don't do that. But I don't think that was the case. It don't feel like that was the case, right? But yeah, I just had to talk about this video, man. I don't know why I wanted to. It kind of enraged me a little bit. It made me get my feelings in my bag a little bit because you gotta understand, man. Men got feelings too, bro. And I'd feel away if you try to slight me like that. If you try to give me like that, nah, I'm Gucci. Anyways, that's my time, effort, and energy, man. If you got any other videos you want me to respond to or any other videos that you think would be interesting to talk about and or have dialogue about, email me, MikeThePIGuy@gmail.com, or description there below, maybe. I'm not sure if I'll get it in there. But yeah, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. Also, man, feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe. It's been a good doc, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed. Doc is out. Peace.